Today what I want to talk about is making sure that you do not frustrate your children. It's a very simple thing. One thing you don't want to do is you don't want to make promises and then break those promises. Before you make any promise, make sure that you really think through if I can do it or not. And sometimes kids will try to rush you to make a promise or make a commitment, but you need to be able to say, I'll get back to you. And if you say I'll get back to you, make sure you get back to them later that day or the next morning. But think it through, and then whatever you agree to, make sure you follow through. And if for some reason something happens where it's beyond your control, you just say, you know what, I'm really sorry. This didn't happen, but I will do it on this and this date. You give something specific. I've seen kids just come to school frustrated, and I go, what's going on? Well, my mother, my father. And what I hear is that the child is frustrated because they're not able to rely on what the parent is saying. This is a challenge for all of us as adults. Even though they're children, we cannot take them for granted. If we say we're going to do something, make sure that you do it. That will teach them to keep their word. That will teach them to be people of integrity. And you'll see that life will make a lot more sense to them and to you. And you have a lot less issues to address. That will give a lot more harmony and a lot more peace between you and your child, and also in your households. So my tip today is keep your word. If you need to think it through, but don't just say yes and then later go, oh, I can't do it. Make sure you think it through and make sure you do it that way. If this helps you, just subscribe and you'll see my next tip.
If you like what you saw and you'd like to see more in the future, subscribe.